Hello, my name is Salman Sadat Noor, and now I'm going to work with Unix shell commands, different Unix shell commands, and I will be extensively following this tutorial named Shell Novice. And with the help of this tutorial, I will be learning every different aspect of the commands, and I will implement it on this Git bash. Thank you. The first thing we want to do whenever we're using Git bash is to locate our current location where we are at right now. So we have to use pwd print working directory. This shows that we're in the MSI directory, falls under user directory. So what are the file in MSI? To find that, we have to use ls command. Ls command shows all the files that are inside this directory. Okay, and there are few other options of this ls command. So in order to find that, explore that, we have to write ls help. So these are the different options that falls under the ls command. Okay, falls under the ls command. So let's write down few of the option. Like if we want to find any hidden data in this particular directory, we need to write like ls. It will show all the files including the hidden files. Let's see. If anything start with a dot, yeah, these files start with dot. Can you see it? These files start with dot. That means these folders or these files are hidden. And basically hidden, we can't see it normally. Okay. Another thing we need to know that the files end with a slash or folder or directory. The file end with at the rate of our link, and the file end with nothing or just data file, text file, anything you can name. And here another sort of file is executable file, which ends with asterisk. Let's know a few about file system. So like this is like write down pwd. We're in the user. Okay, so we're in the MSI folder. Okay, so uh, this is called a file system, starting with a slash, then C, then another slash, which is dividing between two uh, what folders. Then inside the C folders, there's users, and another folder is MSI, where we are currently at. So the first slash represents the home directory. This is called home directory. But rest of the slash doesn't represent home directory. They're just separating each directory from another, and and they also mean that MSI is under user, and user falls under C, and C falls under the root directory. Sorry, it's not a home directory, it's called root directory. Okay. Now let's see how to change the directory. Okay. We're currently at MSI directory. So under MSI directory, there's another directory called what? Called desktop and many other, where we specifically have to work on the desktop folder. So therefore, we're going to change our directory to desktop. So we're now in the desktop directory, and we're going to explore through the files under the desktop directory. Therefore, we have to write down ls. Under ls, there are three files, two directory, that means two folders, and one is executable file since it ends with asterisk. Let's go into the folder named as my student ID. So getting into that folder, by writing this. So let's see what inside that folder. Inside that folder, there's another folder named shell listen data. Let's get into that. What's inside that? Inside that we have two different folder, exercise data and not Pacific gyre or something like that. Okay, so let's explore the exercise data. Let's get into that. Exercise data. Inside exercise data, we have one, two, three, four, five different folders or directories. Acha. Let's explore the another folder we had, not Pacific Gyre or okay, whatever the name is. So let's go get into that. In order to go there, we need to go backward. That means we need to go to the shell lesson data again, okay, where the exercise data directory is situated. So this is like a mother directory to exercise data. So we have to go there. In order to go there, we have to use this command. Okay? So we are now at shell listen data. Okay. Okay. We are now at shell listen data. Okay. Now we are going to explore the another directory or folder it has, starting with north. Let's see what inside it. In this folder, there are lots of text file, few sh file, and a backup directory. Okay, let's get back again. We're now at the shell lesson data. Let's learn about creating a folder or directory. Okay, for that we're going into an arbitrary folder. Let's go into what? Exercise data. In exercise data, how many folders we have? We have five folders. Let's get into the writing folder. Okay, writing folder. Okay. So what's inside this writing folder? Inside this writing folder, we have uh, two folder, two directory, and two text file. So what's inside the text? Inside thesis, there's nothing. Inside this thesis backup, let's find it out. Uh, this says backup. Inside the thesis backup, there are two text file. Okay, so let's create a new folder. Okay, let's create a new folder here. Uh, like for that we need to use the command mk dir. That means make a directory. We have to write a folder name. Like this is backup. This is backup plus. Okay. So let's see if there is any folders created. So there's a folder created called this is backup plus. Okay. So this is how we'll create folders. Now let's know how to create a text file. Okay. Mm, let's get into the thesis folder. We're in the thesis folder. Okay. So let's write a text file inside it. Text. Sorry, there's a mistake over there. We need to exit. In order to exit, we have to use Control X. Nano thesis dot txt. Okay. This is a file creator or file editor. Okay, you can say anything like that. So you can write anything you want here. You can execute that, save that, read that, write that, anything you want to do. Just you need to write it here. Okay, after writing, you will have to read the file. That means you're saving the file, and after saving, you can exit it. Okay, so we're going to exit it. We just created a new file. Let's check if a new file is created or not. Uh, we haven't saved that file, so let's create it again. Txt. Okay. This is a text file. Okay. Yes. Let's see. A text file is created here. In this way, we not only created a file but also edited it. Another way to just create a file is using touch command. Okay, touch command. This is uh, plus dot txt. So let's see if the file is created or not. Plus, so another text file is created, so we can delete it. So the way of deleting is using rm command. This is as dot txt. So the text file is deleted. So here we can see there are two ways of creating a new file, new data file or text file. One is using a nano and another is using touch. Let's learn about moving. Okay, so we have to get back to the writing directory. Therefore, we're typing this command. We're in the writing directory, and in the writing directory, uh, we have few. Like if we're having like different folders with like thesis name. We just need to remove few of them, two of them. So removing. In order to remove a folder or directory, we have to use recursive option. Okay, so this is, sorry, my bad. This is underscore backup. Okay, and we also want to delete. This is backup plus. Let's see, we can do this two work at once. Backup, backup, uh, plus. See how many folders we have right now using ls. We have only one folder, which is thesis. We're going to learn about moving right now. Previously, we created a text file in the thesis folder. Let's check if there is any file or not in the thesis folder. Yeah, there's a text file called thesis.txt. Okay, we want to move this file into a different folder. Okay, so how to do that? Let's try to do it. Maybe I'll be wrong in this time. Let's check if I'm right or wrong. Okay, we need to write down the location, which is thesis. Okay, thesis dot txt, and we have to write down the destination where it will be moved. So for that case, we can write here in this current folder, writing folder. Okay, like this is app.txt. Let's check if it's created or not. So let's see the current folder. Current folder, there's another text file is created. Let's look into the thesis folder. Sorry, in this folder there's nothing. So the text file is moved to this current folder. Not only it just moved, it has been renamed, okay, as this is backup. So this is how we can do things in uh, shell. Okay. Okay, after moving, we're going to talk about copying. Copying and moving are like same. The command and the putting command and the argument are similar. So we need to like this file. We have moved this file into this folder. So we want to copy it. Okay, and to copy this file and put that file into the folder it previously was. So it was in the what thesis folder, right? So in the thesis folder, the file name thesis. Let's see if the operation is okay. It's executed. Yeah, it has been executed. Let's look into the thesis folder. Let's see if there is any file called thesis.txt. Okay. There is a file in thesis.txt, and this is a copy of thesis unders underscore backup.txt. So this is how we'll copy in the shell. Here we're just saying we're copying or moving a single file into a new destination. We can do it for multiple files. Okay, so you just need to write down to us. Let's do an example. Okay, let's do an example. Let's get into the exercise data folder. That's I need to write down this command in the exercise data folder. Let's go into the creator folder. Okay, cd creator folder. So what inside this creator folder? See, there are three different dat file in the creator folder. We want to copy all these three into a backup folder that I'm going to create here. So let's create a backup folder first. Okay, mkdir name backup. Sorry, backup folder is created. Let's moving it. Moving these files. Uh, ballistic. Sorry, this basiling. Okay. Then min. Okay, unicorn. Okay, into the location which is backup. Okay, let's see what's inside this backup. Inside the backup, all three files are copied. Uh, okay, we have learned a lot. Now we're going to learn about new command which is called word count. Before that, we want to clear the clutters. Uh, clear command. Okay, so we want to use the wc command which called word count. To do that, we're going back to the exercise data by using cd dot dot exercise data. There is a folder named protein. Let's get into that. Inside it, there are a few text file and a few pdb file. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to find the number of lines, number of words, and number of characters of a particular file. Okay, for that we want to use this command wc word count and select a particular file like methane dot pdb. In pdb there are 9 files. First one is line, then word, 57 words, and there are 422 characters in that particular pdb file. Okay, for example, we want to learn about all the pdb file. Okay, what are the total number of lines, data, sorry, words and characters are used in those pdb files. In order to do that, we're going to use another way, that is, like, we are going to use asterisk dot pdb. That means all the pdb files. Okay, so inside all the pdb files, these are the number of lines. Okay, if we want to look only the number of lines, not the number of words or anything, so we want to write this command uh, l then what, then this, sorry, then store dot pdb. Find that. If we want to find number of character, we want to write down that dot pdb. Okay, if we want to find the number of word, we want to use this option, do asterisk dot pdb. This asterisk called wildcard. Another type of wildcard is question mark. Okay, that is hardly being used. Okay, that is used, definitely that is used, but hardly being used. Okay, another thing we want to use is we want to create a file with this list. Okay, how to do that? W asterisk dot pdb, sorry, full stop pdb. We're going to create a file called, let's do for length on gth text file. So let's see what's inside this text file using this cat command. Command shows what's inside this text file. Okay, this is what inside this text file. Nice. And now we want to what? We want to like sort it numerically. Okay, how to do that? Sort, sort, and then file length gth dot txt. It's sorted numerically. Okay, numerically the previous list. Okay, and okay, and if we want to show fast tree line of data instead of the whole list, we can use the head command. And if we want to show the bottom few lines, we're going to use tail command. Okay, how to do that? So we have text file. Okay, we have text file. Sorry, we have the length.txt file. So Let's work on that. Okay, so we're going to find the first four or two line of data. Okay, shows. Okay, and again we want to see the last two line of data. We're going to use tail and do length dot txt. Shows the last two line of data. Okay, so in order to do all these two or three things, three commands simultaneously, okay, we're going to use pipe. Let's see how to use that. At first, what we did, we just counted the number of line, right? Counted the number of line of which file? The file named what? So not a specific file, all the PDB files. So asterisk, sorry, asterisk dot PDB. Okay, and the output will be fed into this part where we'll do what? We'll do numerical sorting, right? We'll do uh, numerical sorting, and after numerical sorting, output will be fed into what? We'll be just restrain ourselves by showing the first three value. Okay, first three value. We want to save it into modified, okay, length gth dot txt file. Let's see what's inside this modified length dot text. So to do that, we're going to use cat then modified text. Okay, so within this single command, within this single line, we have used like what? One, two, three, four different commands. Okay, four different commands in a single line. That's the thing. That's the advantage of using CLI. If we want to use a command or a set of commands on a list of data, okay, we're going to use loop rather than use it sequentially. It's better to use loop, which will fulfill our target of using the automation. Okay, so from now we are going to learn about different loops. Especially we are going to learn about for loops in this section. So let's work with that. For that we're going to create our folder where it is. It is under the exercise data. Let's get into the exercise data again. Uh, let's go to the creator. So what's inside it? Inside creator, there are three DAT files. Okay. So we want to see what's inside the DAT file, but we just want to see the first two lines of command for each of the file. Okay. For that case, we're using for loop for file name in asterisk use করতে পারি dot dat. Okay, then we'll write the command, which is head and two value. Whenever we're mentioning value, we have to write down the dollar sign of file name. Okay, then done. So it shows the first two value of every file. Okay, common name and classification, common name and classification, common name and classification. Okay, so this is how we're going to use the loop. Okay, for example, we can uh, add some. We're going to add another command by using pipe, using the pipeline or pipe. So let's do it. Now let's do it in the same file name. Mm, okay, gotcha. So in case of for the in order to do that, we just have to like hmm, add the pipeline or pipe and write the second command tail and one. Done. Let's execute it. So the first line of command is eliminated from each file. Okay. So the classification remains for each of the files. In order to save files inside a loop, we are going to use the append command. For that, we're going to go to the protein folder. Let's go to the protein folder. So inside the protein folder, there are a lot of PDB files. So we're going to add all this PDB file into a text file. Okay. So how to do it in a single command? Let's see it. Here, data files in asterisk.pdb. Then we have to like write down the command, which is mm, 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 we have to use cat compiling all the file, all data file, and we have to add the value sign data file, append it, okay, into a like what? Okay, what? Sorry, I made a mistake. .pdb. Let's look into that alkane file. Cat. Okay. So we have the data of every file inside it. Okay, we can also copy multiple files using this loop. Let's go into the creature folder. Inside the creature folders, there are three deity files. So we're using for a file and asterisk dot deity to copy it. Sorry, we have to copy it. Then file to original check original asterisk. So okay, there's a mistake, I guess. So there's a typo. So we used at the rate of instead of what? Instead of dollar sign in both of cases. That's why error occurred. Let's write it again. For uh, access not get to command is like cp uh, dollar sign uh, original dollar sign uh, and see what's inside. Mhm. So all the files has been created. All the files have been created with original at the front of the name. Now we're going to learn about shell script. Okay, in order to do that, we need to go to the protein folder. Mm. So inside the protein folder, these are the PDP files. So here we are going to initiate a text editor nano by using nano command. The name of the file is like creature sh. Inside it, we have to write a command uh, so that the number of line starting from 11 to 15 will be filtered into this specific file. Okay. In order to do that, we need to use head command minus n minus n in all the pdb files and feed the output into into this part where we're using the tail command. Sorry, tail command and plus 5. Okay, so in order to save that, we're using Control O, save. Okay, let's exit. Let's see if we have any particular file like that. Creators.sh. So in order to read that, we are going to use bash command. It contains all the data that we're going to need. Now we're going to learn about finding how to find patterns inside a file. Okay, let's go to the writing folder. Sorry. So this is inside this haiku.txt file. Okay. Now we are going to find pattern inside this file. In order to finding pattern or finding any specific phrase, we're going to use this command. We're going to find the word not in this text file and name of the text file. See, so not is present in these three lines. It is not true. Tau. My thesis not found. Today it is not working. Again, we want to find the word "the" in the text file. Grape, the starting with capital T, uh, file name, sorry, IQXT. Okay, we have found two different lines. First line, the tau, it's correct, but the second line, my thesis, is added to it, though there's not the specifically in this line. Okay, so we have to remove this filter out this particular line because we're not finding that. In order to do that, we need to use command like grep w. That means we're limiting the word with the given word. So it has to be the three-letter word, the, inside this text file. So that's how we are filtering out the unnecessary patterns or result. Let's find out which specific lines contain the specific word we wanna look for. For example, for this case, we want to use this option like n, and we have to use that word count. Mm, Command is eat. The word we're looking for is eat inside this text. Yesterday it is worked, and today it is not working. Okay, correct. Uh, that is the number nine number line, and that is number 10 line. So we have got our desired result. Uh, so far we have seen that the word we're searching for is case sensitive. In case to find all the all the lines that contain that letter, which is not quite uh, sensitive to the case of, in order to find that, we have to use this command. And w I means we're insensitive to the case. Okay, so initially we're writing capital T whenever we're writing D, but it also show all those lines that contain D with small t. Okay, so let's do it. So here the D starts with small t. Yeah, here the D starts with the capital T. If we want to find those lines that don't contain any specific word, we need to use command like this: number, word limit, uh, then V. Okay, that means it is inverting the word. Okay, the so I in that specific file. So all these lines doesn't contain the of any kind, either capital or small. Okay. So far we have been finding words or pattern inside a text file. In order to find any particular word or pattern within some set of subdirectory, we're going to use a recursive option. Okay. For example, we need to find the word yesterday, okay, inside this directory among all the files. Okay, so grep recursive options, the word yesterday. See what happened. So it finds the word yesterday in Little Oman. Another yesterday is also in Little Oman.txt, then Little Oman.txt. Okay, so yesterday when Ant was asleep. Okay. This is how we can find a specific word, not just inside a text file, but in multiple files among with multiple subdirectories. Thank you for keeping your patience throughout this video. This is all from me. Uh, Thank you again.